Hello everyone, my name is Mine Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about J.S. Mill theory of economic development. According to this theory, economic development is function of land, labor and capital. Land and labor are two original input, but capital stock previously accumulated from the product of formal labor. That means capital accumulation is result of productivity of past employees. Increase in wealth possible when land and capital increase production faster as compared to labor force. Capital accumulation is function of productivity of labor. That means capital accumulation depend on productivity of labor. Obviously, when productivity of labor increase, that means profit of entrepreneur increase. With this profit, they accumulate capital. According to this theory, only productive labor do productive consumption. What do you mean by productive consumption? Productive consumption means use goods and services in such a way that generate future value. That's the reason productive consumption is necessary input to maintain productive labor according to this theory. How to control population? J.S. Mill agree upon Malthus. According to J.S. Mill, more population is harmful for economic development. That's why in order to increase per capita income, population should be in control. According to J.S. Mill, without control in population, working class cannot actually enjoy technological progress. So in order to control population, he suggests birth control measures. Wage fund. As wages increase, labor supply also increase. Available fund of wages will decide wage rate. That means in advance we decide some amount of money for wages. It will be called wage fund. If wage fund increase, wages also increase. So wage rate equal to wage fund divided by number of workers. For example, wage fund equal to 1 lakh, number of workers 500. So 200 will be called wage rate. Rate of capital accumulation. According to J.S. Mill, capital accumulation depend on saving. How we save money? We save money to reduce our current consumption. How capital accumulation depend on saving? Obviously, with the saved amount of money, we accumulate more capital. Second thing, capital accumulation also depend on strength or disposition of saving. And strength or disposition of saving depend on rate of profit or desire to save money. Rate of profit is inversely related with the wages. That means when wages reduce, the rate of profit increase. When rate of profit increase, that means rate of capital accumulation increase. Obviously, when you are earning more profit, you are able to save money. With this save money, you will accumulate more capital. According to this theory, after some time period, rate of profit decline. But why? Due to two reasons. First, diminishing return in agriculture sector. Second, increase in population. For example, there is no technological progress. Population is more than capital accumulation. As a result, the rate of profit decline. Eventually, it will lead to stationary state. However, you can manage a profit means you can prevent profit to be minimized by checking all these factors. Capital loss during crisis, technological improvement, expansion of foreign trade, government borrowing for unproductive expenditure, capital export to other countries for production of consumer goods. None of these factors maintain a profit for long time period. Eventually profit fall and capital accumulation also fall after some time period. Stationary state. According to J.S. Mill, stationary state imminent. Imminent means almost certain to happen. That means you cannot prevent a stationary state to be happen from the factors which we have already discussed. He welcomes stationary state because eventually stationary state would lead to improvement in income distribution and large number of workers. But it is only possible when you control number of working class through habits or education. Otherwise, again population exceed than capital accumulation. As a result, profit fall. Eventually, again stationary state will come. According to this theory, stationary state means no increase in population, no increase in stock of capital, and profit reach to minimum. Role of state. JS Mill is in the favor of laissez-faire policy. That means minimum intervention of government in economic activities. However, he suggests government should intervene through some schemes like ceiling on inheritance, peasant proprietorship, profit sharing or cooperation scheme. According to him, government should pass some laws against commercial fraud. He suggests compulsory education and system of examination by state. According to him, we should prefer free trade. That means he is in the favor of free trade and against protection policies. Criticism. J.S. Mill agree upon Malthus' idea, but Malthus' idea is very pessimistic. J.S. Mill says minimum intervention of government, but government play very important role in economy. J.S. Mill neglect role of consumption. According to J.S. Mill, we pay wages from wage fund, but we pay wages out of national income. According to J.S. Mill, at stationary state, there is no growth in population and capital. But in reality, this is not true. This is all about today's video. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. Take care.